Hello everyone, you are joining me in my little boy's bedroom, my eldest boy's bedroom, because today we are doing some, I was going to say back to school prep, but it's not back to school because he's never been to school before. So he is starting reception on Monday, so under a week away now. I had planned to do this video much sooner to be a bit more like helpful, or like just sharing what we're doing to kind of lead up to school, but life gets in the way and so I have not managed to do that yet until today. So sorry that this is a little bit late in the day, but hopefully you still find it interesting to watch. And honestly, I feel like I just need to be filming as like an emotional support system anyway. Just chatting to you guys takes my mind off like what's actually happening here. So we're basically, what we need to do is, at the minute his wardrobe's become a bit of a mess. I'll show you in a moment, but he's got like these little storage boxes, you know, like the like Kallax type that fit into a couple of the things. But at the minute there's like a spare duvet in there, random like dressing up clothes, and just random stuff everywhere. This big drawer down here is full of all nursery clothes, which obviously can all go now. I'm going to see what I'm going to keep for Otis and what can just go to charity or, you know, fabric recycling, whatever. He won't be needing as many like non-uniform clothes now. I will still keep some for like messy play and like woodland walks and, you know, outdoor stuff, things like that where things will get mucky anyway, but mostly we're probably just gonna have like nicer clothes now and school uniform. Bear with me, like if you're watching this thinking get a grip, then yes, I do need to get a grip, but I can't get a grip. I'm very emotional about this and I'm just trying to not be. I don't know how. I do not know how I'm going to walk that little boy to his playground and let him walk into school without crying. Like, but I can't do that. I need to be strong for him and excited for him. I do not know how I'm going to hold it together, but we're gonna do it because that's what we do as mums. But yeah, so first of all, I think I'm gonna probably pack away this train track, honestly. I hope you can see behind me, but I've got a train track that I'm sitting in right now. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna probably have YouTube playing in the background for a bit for me, just something to listen to. But yeah, tidy up the train track and then I will pick you back up. Okay, so I've tied up the train track and now I'm just gonna pull out all of the uniform stuff. So he is gonna be a royal blue boy. I don't think I went to a few different primary schools and I don't think I was ever royal blue. I had like more of like a navy in a couple of them, I think, and green. I don't think I ever went to a red school and I don't think I ever went to a royal blue school. I think it was navy and green for all of my schools. I'm thinking one of them was yellow and brown, but was that just the secondary? I can't remember. Anyway, royal blue jumpers. I have got him 4 of those, and then I've also ordered 2 branded ones which have yet to come, and the supplier said they should hopefully be in this week, which I really hope they are, because obviously he starts school on Monday, so there's a few days left of this week, and I'd really like him to have like a logoed one for his first day of school. Also, this camera, right, I love this camera. It's so compact and easy, but the colouring, like I do not look this pale in real life, and whenever I come to edit, like I filmed a video the other day, I was getting ready and I was like, I look rough. Like no one's watching this thinking, oh, I wonder what she's wearing on her lips. Like I look rough the whole time, but it's the colouring on this camera. I do miss my old camera for that in many ways. I might dig it back out. Anyway, that is not the point of this video. Yeah, I hope they can have his jumpers ready. And then polo shirt wise, I can't actually remember how many I've got. I'm going to have a look, obviously, and yeah, we'll talk through it all. But I just want to pull out all of the school uniform now so that I can just see all of the other stuff that we're working with, and see if like stuff needs ironing and things like that. His wardrobe right now is looking a bit of a mess. So look, this is obviously like the situation. This is actually a more of like a storage cupboard. I used it for my small business, and then it became Buzz's wardrobe. We just bought this like pole that just squeezes into the gap, and it's great. But stuff that's longer, it's too long. Do you know what I mean? It's just getting all creased. So this I'd probably fold up anyway. But yeah, things have just got a bit out of hand. So we're just gonna have a look. I'm just gonna pull everything out. It's going to be one of those where it gets a lot worse before it gets better, isn't it? But I just need to figure out, I just definitely want to have uniform hanging, I think, and then try and move some of this into the drawer space. Yeah, jumpers and things like hoodies, like weekend clothes don't need to be hanging up. It's just how I've had it, because his nursery clothes have taken up that big drawer, but school uniform I feel like does definitely need to be hanging. So this is probably going to be a lot of school uniform, and then everything else will have to go in the drawers. But it's like down here we have like pants, socks, pajamas, but they've got completely muddled up. So there's definitely some socks that are too small, some pants that are too small. I just feel like as a parent you end up doing this job, it feels like every couple of months, just having a good sort out, clear out of stuff that doesn't fit anymore. It's weird because he won't need as many clothes now, I guess, because he'll be wearing a school uniform. I mean, he'll change out of school uniform in the evenings, like after school, but like, I don't know, do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird that it's just different. So we've got school socks. I was wondering, does he need school pants? Like, do they have to wear plain pants? Or, I mean, surely not. Surely that doesn't matter. If he's in pants and then people are like, oh, Paw Patrol pants, that's not cool. Or will it not be like that in reception? Like, they've just left preschool. Like, I mean, people won't even see his pants that much, but just when he gets changed for PE. I wish his school were doing that thing where you change them for PE and they just were in their kit all day. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't do that, especially for little ones who aren't going to get, aren't going to get super sweaty. Buzz does get super sweaty, but like, I feel like since COVID, a lot of schools do that now where you don't take a PE kit in for the week. They just wear it for the day and come home in it. Do you know what I mean? So they're getting dressed here, so there's no need to get changed at school. I would so much prefer that. I really, really wish that were the case. Surely the teachers would prefer that too, because that just takes time out of their day to do that, no? Like, I don't know, but they've said that he needs to go in with a PE kit that stays at school all week, and then it'll come home on a Friday for us to wash. So yeah, it's been like on my mind about him getting dressed and changed. We'll talk about that later. I'm gonna carry on doing this, put you on a bit of a time lapse and watch some YouTube. Okay, so far I've put pyjamas in these ones. We used to just have one of these for pyjamas, but now we've got winter pyjamas, summer pyjamas. He's a really hot kid, so he'll probably, I did consider packing away summer pyjamas, but he literally slept with no pyjamas last night because he runs that hot. So I feel like he'll definitely be in shorts and t-shirts, pyjamas for a little while. So yeah, they sit a little bit high in there, but I think that will still be fine with like the length of polo shirts. And then in here, I'm just gonna organise. We've got like non-school socks, and then I'll do, I mean, I was going to say, like, I had originally just had all of his pants in one, but since I've got these 4 little boxes and they fit in nicely, I might do school socks, non-school socks, school pants, non-school pants. School pants aren't really a thing, I don't think, but if I just have all of the, like, more plain ones in, like, the school pants one, then it just makes sense. Friend has just sent me photos of her little one trying on her school uniform, and I just genuinely can't cope. Like, these babies, like Buzz's little bestie Marnie, they met when Buzz was 6 months old, I think, something like that. Marnie was just about to turn 1, and how are we here? Like, how are we here? I don't know. Anyway, right, carrying on. I'm also watching my friend Brogan's room renovation YouTube vlog. I've emptied some of the side, but there's still a lot to go over there. And then the wardrobe, I'm just watching Jessica Braun, another fave. School socks, school pants, normal socks. I've got winter pyjamas, summer pyjamas, and then at the minute I've got some long sleeve t-shirts hanging. If the uniform needs this whole thing, then they can go somewhere, but for now in the drawers down here I've got some joggers, short sleeve t-shirts and shorts. These could probably move over and the long sleeve t-shirts could go in here if need be, and then some tracksuits. Over here is stuff that I'm going to sort through to see what's stained, what can be kept for Otis, what can go to charity, blah blah blah. Same for over here, so that's a lot we've got rid of over there. And then over here are some more summer bits. I don't think we need all of those summer sets like in his wardrobe now. It's obviously September next week, and we've got some shorts and t-shirts, like actually loads of shorts and t-shirts still in the drawer. But obviously when we went on a summer holiday like to Gran Canaria, we needed like more summer stuff than I'd normally buy for the UK. I'm hoping some of that stuff I can just pop away and he can wear next year. A lot of it is 4 to 5, but he can just try it on, and if it fits next year, then it fits next year. So I think I'll pop that away for now. A section over here did have shorts in, so they've come out, but I just still need to pull through this. I think there's some of his school polo shirts are in here, and like I said, like a spare duvet in this one, so that's just like a total waste of space. So also up here is like a nappy caddy. He does still wear a nappy for bed, but he literally never ever uses it. It's just something that we've had there as like a backup just in case, because I heard a lot of people saying that suddenly like their kids would regress with it and things like that. So I think we're going to keep him in them for now at night time, just while he's starting school, and that's a whole new big change. We'll probably stop them, to be honest, because they're not needed and it's just wasteful. I can better reorganise this. This has got like their swim life jackets in and stuff. It's just turned into a bit of like a dump. So yeah, I'm going to have this all lovely and it'll feel ready for school. But I think next up I'm going to pull out uniform and I'm going to label. Okay, breaking a sweat. Got the shivers. I just lost about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to a house spider. I picked up one of the things, his coat that had been on the hook downstairs. And there was a ginormous house spider. And I'm not one of these people that like can't be in the same room as a spider. I used to be. I'm much better now. But they're so far. Oh my god, I've got goosebumps. Right, it's done. And now I'm scared of everything. Now I'm scared to move anything because I'm like, there's going to be more. But I can't think like that. I need to crack on. Oh, my voice, like I literally can't talk. Okay. Jesus. I've got everything laid out on the bed. I've got my labels, which were really kindly gifted by my name tags, and I have heard such great things. I chose this design. There were so many different designs to choose from. I'm not sure if it's going to be a reel or stories or what, but I was very kindly gifted these little labels. I was just making sure to get some footage of me doing this on my phone as well. But yeah, I'm just going to crack on through. These seem really like, I can see how they're going to last, because they're kind of like, I almost feel like I'd be able to kind of, I can't explain, they're not just like paper, they're obviously a special material that is going to last. Joggers, a 2-pack it felt like in all the stuff I was buying. Like, I don't feel like he needs 2 pairs of PE joggers, but they are just black joggers. So I think I'm just going to keep 1 pair in his like day-to-day wardrobe, because I have just thrown out his other pair of black joggers because they had a little like wear in the knee. One to the side, and then same with the PE shorts. Again, might not need PE shorts, but he does get super hot. These are more of like a sweatshirt material. I think they'll be fine. They were from like the school uniform sections of the supermarket, so hopefully the school won't have a problem. I remember when I was younger, the PE shorts were like, is it nylon? Is that the material? I'm rubbish at knowing, to be honest, but they were like those stripy, like really thin, like sports shorts type thing. But yeah, I just got these ones. Again, they're in a pack of 2, so I can keep the other one just for him. And his actual school shorts for like the summer. Got in a size 6. Obviously he's only 4.5 now, but they've got the adjustable waist and it's like stretchy and stuff. They might be a little bit long, but I'd rather him be able to wear them now if he wants to, but then also wear them like when the weather's better, like in spring, summer next year, and not have to buy another pair. Again, yeah, they came in a pack of 2, so it seems a bit silly to have 2 right now, but I'm sure they'll last well. Also, he doesn't, like, I'm sure he'll know, and they probably wouldn't even fall down if he didn't do the catch back up, but I need to practice on teaching him the catch on this. I've tried showing him a little bit. He's got these trousers. I feel like people are going to be really split on this. Like, I haven't washed any of this stuff first. I might throw all of these through the wash, to be honest, just because they'll be creased as well anyway from being folded up. But yeah, like trousers and shorts and things, I'm not washing first because I don't know. I just don't think I need to. I'm probably in the minority with that. Ollie and I were in like a discussion over how much of everything we should get. He's got 4 pairs of school trousers here. I had originally bought 6 pairs, but the ones I bought were way too big, like massive. These are M&S ones, and they have got adjustable waists again and adjustable hems, I believe. You can like unpick the hem. Slim leg ones, and he's also got some regular leg ones. You could either wear grey, like you could either wear dark grey or black trousers, and I just felt like dark grey, I don't know, I think I preferred that, although black probably would be better with stains and stuff, I guess, but yeah. Oh, I just can't believe, like, this is just crazy to me. I thought actually whilst I label everything up, I would sit and talk to you, because I was going to do that separately, and I was like, let's just kill two birds. So I guess I just thought I would talk about some of the things that I've been doing to kind of help us all with this transition. It's kind of, obviously every kid is so different. Some kids are so independent at this age, and some kids still need a lot of help, or not even need a lot of help, but just like, if you're like me, I have just always done a lot for the boys. I very rarely serve their dinner with a knife and a fork. I normally just chop it myself, because A, it makes it cool down quicker. They're normally hungry, they want it cooled down. And B, it's easy for me to chop their food for them. But obviously, if he goes to school and they're going to probably not chop up his food for him, and like, I've not exposed him to a knife that much. Saying that, like, he helps me cook things. So like, he's chopped things with like a bigger knife, like vegetables and things like that, and like when we do Play-Doh, and I'm guessing at preschool they use knives. I honestly don't even know. When you're built, sorry if I'm looking down a lot, I just want to concentrate on this stuff for now, but yeah, I guess when you're just thinking about it and thinking of all the things, I spoke about it briefly on Instagram the other day, all the things that they need to know. You just want them to be as prepared as possible. Suddenly all these things pop into your head that you're like, oh my gosh, like, does he even know how to do that? I've always put on his socks for him. I don't know, most of the time I get him dressed anyway, or until recently I have been making a real effort recently to get him to do all this stuff on his own. But yeah, normally I just get him dressed because it's just quicker, like, it is just quicker, but that I realise is not the best way to do it. Obviously now, when it comes to him going to school, his school don't do the thing where you go in and you're peak it, you have to get changed at school. So he needs to be able to do everything himself, because like socks and things, although do you tend to give spare socks for PE at this age, or do they just stay in the same socks? I honestly don't know. And I also think, if I just think, like, I'm a massive overthinker perhaps, but the information they give for the school, it's like, it says on the booklet, like, they need a book bag that you can get from the school reception. But by the time I was doing that, it was a school holiday. So like, he's going to go for his first day without a book bag. So I need to go and get one of those, because obviously he goes to school on his first day. And that's when the school opens, presumably. So yeah, and then I'm like, well, they've said he needs a water bottle and like sun cream and a hat. It said that only books are allowed in his book bag, but it hasn't said, so take a school bag. And like, I've read online that some schools don't like it when kids have their own school bag because they don't have the peg space. And then I don't want to be that annoying person who's taking up peg space that they don't have because he's got a bag. You know, it's like, if I was the one that's sending out these welcome packs, I would be thinking of these overthinking, anxious first-time school parents and just spelling everything out super clearly because I just don't know. And it's not even like I can just say it on Instagram, because I did say that, and it's literally 50% response. Like, the amount of people, half said absolutely no school bag, and the other half said you definitely need a school bag. Because I was saying, well, he doesn't ever have like accidents anymore, but like, what if he does? Like, what if he feels too embarrassed to ask to go to the toilet, or I don't know, or he just spills his drink down him? I don't want him to be wet all day. Do I pack a spare change of clothes? And people were like, half the people again were like, no, definitely not, they'll have spares at school. And then the other half of the people were like, yes, I have always sent mine with that. So you just don't know. I just don't want to get it wrong. I don't want any like thing to be embarrassing for him or uncomfortable for him. I don't want it to be like he's the only one that goes to the school bag and they're like, oh Buzz, you don't need to bring a school bag, and then he feels shy and embarrassed about it, because I just know what he's like. I can't wrap them in cotton wool forever, but you just want to minimise like any situations. I don't know. I've been basically getting him to, we've done a reward chart, so we're getting him to be a bit more independent. So one of the things is putting socks on, because he can do everything else absolutely fine, but socks was something that he really struggled with, and he is still struggling with a bit, but we've been doing it every day for the last like 2 weeks with him working on it. And I think as well his school socks will be easier because they're a bit bigger. And then his school shoes, he has tried on a good few times himself and he feels fine to do that. It's just sometimes though he'll put them on and he'll just like put his feet in and then the tongue will be squashed up, and it must be so uncomfortable for him. So I'm like trying to teach him to take his time with it, because again, you don't want it to be uncomfortable. His school trousers, I've got, like I was saying about his shorts had that little catch, but the trousers he's got, I didn't even think when I was buying them, so really luckily they are ones that don't have any kind of attachment. They've just got the elastic at the back, so he doesn't have to be like trying to figure out a button or anything like that. When I put on my Instagram, like, what do our kids, what might I be missing, you know, like what does he need to be doing himself that I might have, why can't I figure out how these fold? Yeah, we might need to practice, kind of thing. And one of the answers was, I get my kid to practice having a dinner on a tray. So like they'll go up, I guess, the little counter and get their little school dinner and have to carry a tray with it back to a table. Like that is not a skill. That is not something he's ever had to do in real life. And like, it would just feel out of the ordinary and uncomfortable to him. So that's something that's on my list this week to practice. We've not practiced yet. We've still got a week. I'm trying to not stress and feel like, oh, we've left it too late. Once he's done it once, that will be fine probably, because he'll recognise that is a thing to do right now. He's just never done it. So he'll be like, what am I doing? Do you know what I mean? Other things were like zipping up coats all by themselves. Things like being able to wipe your bum, obviously, is very important to yourself, because school teachers won't do that for you. It's all just being independent, and that as well is something that I've just always done for him because I didn't want to risk there being mess. And yeah, so that's been another section on his reward chart, and he's been absolutely great and fine with that. But he doesn't ever do that at school, like at preschool anyway. He will always wait till he gets home, so it probably won't be something that occurs, but I want him to be prepared in case it is. Never have them fully prepared, like, because that's just life, isn't it? We all have to go into situations that are like unusual to us, and we have to adapt and like read the room and things like that. Is just a natural life skill. I'm really struggling to let go of the fact that he's my baby. Like, I've got another baby. I've got a baby than him who's now no longer a baby. He's also 2. But I think being a lockdown baby, how Buzz was, it was just very different. It was a very different time and like bonding experience, and it just feels like it was just yesterday. And I don't know, I know he's going to be great. I know he's going to be fine. You worry about other kids. Anyway, I have labelled those up, but now I'm going to label his school shoes. I'm just wondering, can I just label like inside the tongue? I went for school shoes. Now these do look like trainers a little bit. From the front I feel like they look like school shoes, but then they have got the stripes. These are the Adidas Tensor. I will link them below. I have seen nothing but amazing reviews. People saying that these lasted their kids the whole school year, and I got them for, I want to say like either 14 or 17 pounds, like definitely closer to 15 pounds than it was 20. And yeah, I've heard that they've lasted so well. I will definitely feedback. I'm sure I'll be doing back to school videos now for every school year that comes around. But yeah, we're gonna give them a go. I got them in a size 10. He's kind of between like a 9 and a 10, but I wanted them to be spacious enough that he can, you know, get them on nice and easily, and these felt like the comfiest for him. So yeah, I'm gonna label, I think, in the, where did I put the labels? In the tongue. Something else I've done as well to kind of try and prepare is we've been getting some books from the library, like different ones about starting school, and also ones about like friendships and feelings. He's getting older. He's obviously gonna experience more things in life that could upset him. Like, he's been going through some stuff at preschool recently where one of the kids, there used to be like 3 of them that played all the time, but he's being left out a lot. I think it is to do with primary schools, honestly, because they're both going to the other primary school, and one of the kids apparently keeps saying to the other kid, because I speak to their mum, so I know, but she's like saying like, oh, we can't play with Buzz, like let's not play with Buzz, and he's been getting left out. And so I've been trying to, you know, support him through that. He's been resilient as anything. Like, he hasn't actually seemed upset about it. I've just said, go and play with other friends then. And he'd actually spoken to me a few months ago. He'd said to me, oh, I'd like to play with other people sometimes, but I think they'd fallen into a thing where they always just played as a 3. And I was like, well, you go and play with other people, just talk to people, say, oh, can I play with you? And you know, just telling him that it's okay to do that. And yeah, so he's been doing that, and he's made some friends, and he's made friends with people that he'll be going to primary school with as well, that he'd never really spoken to before. So yeah, it all works out in the end. But reading these books to him, like, we like to read to him every night anyway from the library. If your library doesn't have them in, they quite often have the ability to order stuff in, either through their website, or you can probably speak to the librarian. That's been really helpful, just reading different ones and just normalising talking about school, and for him to see like a school day and what happens. And yeah, I've just been trying to think of ways that we can like help this process, but he seems really excited. Like, his first settling in session where I dropped him off without me, he got very upset, but he went in, he had a great time, came out happy as anything, and then went into his second settling in session absolutely fine, like a couple of weeks after. And now he's been counting down the days to big boy school. So I'm really hoping that it all just goes well and smoothly, and he just loves it. I really hope he loves school. We got him this school bag from M&S. Like I said, I don't even know if he's allowed to have a school bag, and actually it's quite a bit bigger than I thought. Like, I feel like it's quite big for him, so I don't know how much he's going to use it, but I'm going to still label it up anyway. It's just this Hot Wheels one, but nothing too, like, I feel like it's quite like a grown-up Hot Wheels one. Got his little name in there. We'll put water bottle in here, sun cream, hat. I've got a hat here, down there somewhere. I need to label up his coat Ollie's mum got for him, and we just put it to the side because he already had a winter coat, and we just thought it'd be perfect for starting school because it's like nice, you know, school kind of colours. Okay, I'm actually going to end the video here now because I have filmed way more than I planned to, in terms of talking, although I was going to show you doing the PE kit bag and everything like that. I've spoken a lot, so thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're watching this because your little one is starting school this year, then sending you so much love and strength and cuddles, and your little one's going to be absolutely fine, just like Buzz is. But it just feels like such a huge step, doesn't it? So yeah, we've got this. I hope you have a lovely rest of your days, whatever you're up to, and I will see you very soon for another video. Also, sorry I'm talking quietly, the window's open and my neighbours are in the garden, it's just awkward.